Today we're diving into a hot topic in the tech world. 1 week before Google's event, has the Google Pixel Fold lived up to the hype 1 year later? And what's all of this buzz about the Pixel 9 Pro Fold? Why isn't it called the Pixel Fold 2? Let's break it down. The Pixel Fold made a pretty big splash when it was launched last year as Google's entry into the foldable smartphone market. Now that we've had, a year to live with it, let's revisit whether it's still a good buy to this day. Plus, we'll be exploring what we know so far about the Pixel 9 Pro Fold. And yes, it's the Pixel 9 Pro Fold and not the Pixel Fold 2. It seems that Google is looking to keep the Fold line in line with the current generation of Pixels, which makes sense to me. You want it to look like a cohesive family of devices versus it being the Pixel 9 series and then the Pixel Fold series. They're blending those two worlds together. Granted, it does make for a slightly longer, more complicated tongue twister, but I'm okay with it. There's been a lot of speculation and rumors swirling around, so what do we know right now? First, let's go over the key specs. We're going to be getting the Google Tensor G4 chip with 16 gigs of RAM, which is going to be really important for Gemini AI. We're going to talk about that a little bit later. Also, the rear camera is a 48 megapixel primary wide lens. We have a 10.5 megapixel ultra wide, a 10.8 megapixel telephoto, and the front camera is coming in at 10 megapixels as well. We're also going to be getting a super actual flex display on the inside, coming in at 8 inches with a punch hole display and a refresh rate of 120 hertz. And on the outside, we're going to get a 6.3 inch actual display that also has high refresh rate. According to various leaks and insider information, and of course videos and images that we've seen already, the Pixel 9 Pro Fold is expected to bring several improvements. For starters, it's rumored to feature a more redefined design with a thinner profile and lighter build. In fact, the Pixel 9 Pro Fold will be the thinnest foldable on the market in the US, with a measurement of 10.5 millimeters in thinness, which is 1.6 millimeters thinner than the previous Pixel Fold. Also, Google is upping the inner screen specs considerably. The super actual panel itself no longer has big bezels at the top and bottom, and also measures in at 8 inches, which is a little bit bigger than last year. And that also makes it the biggest book style foldable sold in the US and bigger than a lot of options sold in other countries. Better durability is also in the cards with improved hinge mechanism and also potentially enhanced screen materials. Hopefully that crease gets decreased and we get a better inner screen. I am really looking forward to a more confident snap when opening the Pixel 9 Pro Fold. If you guys watched my previous reviews, you know that hinge, it never felt like it wanted to stay open. Like it felt like it wanted to close. It felt like it wanted to be a standard candy bar style phone versus being a foldable. I didn't get that confident that you get from other foldable devices, and I'm really looking forward to that not being the case anymore on the Pixel 9 Pro Fold. Camera improvements are also likely. Google is known for its camera software, and the Pixel 9 Pro Fold might feature enhanced sensors and new computational photography features, building on the success of its predecessor. If you look at some of the leaked spec sheets out there, the camera hardware specs are a bit different from the Pixel 9 Pro, so we are most likely going to be looking at lesser resolution and lesser specs on the Pixel 9 Pro Fold versus the flagship Pixel 9 Pro. In terms of performance, we can expect the latest and greatest version of Google's Tensor chipset, which should offer better speed and efficiency. And for battery life, there may be optimizations there to make the Pixel 9 Pro Fold last even longer on a single charge, which I feel like is a no-brainer. As for a launch date, we have an event scheduled for August 13th next week, and I will actually be in the crowd on the edge of my seat, excited to see what these new devices have in store. Yes, you heard that correctly. I will be boots on ground in attendance at my first major brand keynote, and it's fitting that it's from Google. This year, you can also expect this event to be heavy on the AI, with Gemini being front and center when it comes to being a personal assistant and creative asset for idea creation and photography. Of course, we're also going to get things like, best take, magic editor, but I also see a feature called Add Me, which looks like you can add yourself into a group picture after taking the photo. This helps me a lot because I'm always the photographer in my family, and it looks like you'll be able to take a second photo, like it does an overlay of the first photo. You step in front of the camera and take a second picture with you in frame, and then it stitches it together somehow and makes it like a cohesive single image. I can't wait to see more about that too. The Pixel Fold came with a lot of promise last year with a really nice 7.6-inch display on the inside and a 5.8-inch display on the outside. It was meant to be Google's flagship for the foldable market, blending their software prowess with innovative hardware. After using it for a year, how does it hold up to the 2024 standards of smartphones? Well, you know, the build quality is still premium. It's still impressive, still nice metal, still glass, and the materials still feel really nice on this 50 years of hip-hop edition of the Pixel Fold. And the screens have also held up well with minimal signs of wear. And the crease, while noticeable, is less distracting with extended use. Performance-wise, the Pixel Fold has delivered solid results. It's powered by Google's custom Tensor chip. It is the Tensor G4, which handles multitasking and productivity tasks pretty efficiently, especially after all the software updates over the year. The internal display is still vibrant and smooth with high refresh rates, and the cover display is handy in addition to for quick interactions. And I still think that it is the perfect outer screen display on any foldable because it's short and stout, but it still gives you a good amount of information to see on that screen. It's not too skinny like some of the Galaxy counterparts out there. One of the standout features for the Pixel line as a whole is the camera system. The Pixel Fold features a triple lens setup with wide, ultra wide, and telephoto lenses. Now, of course, it isn't as robust as the Pixel 8 Pro, but it does give you really solid results because most of the heavy lifting is being done by the computational photography and the Google magic that they put in post. The camera performance has remained top notch. Of course, it hasn't gotten any worse as time has gone on. It's actually gotten better through software updates, and those software optimizations that Google is known for really continue to shine through, giving you excellent photo and video quality, and the ability to use, the foldable design to shoot hands-free, use it as a tripod, giving you, creative angles is a really big plus. Battery life has been decent, but not stellar. It's not going to blow you away. You'll get through a full day of average use, but heavy users might need to top off the battery before the day ends. It's also, of course, worth noting that the efficiency has improved throughout the year with software updates, but those updates can honestly do so much. I am, of course, looking forward to the battery gains I expect to see on the Pixel 9 Pro Fold. But if you guys, of course, watched my previous Pixel Fold reviews, you know that it was a rocky start for the battery, and it has gotten better over time. As for software, Google's integration of Android with foldable screens has been generally smooth. The taskbar and app window management are well optimized, making multitasking a breeze. Updates have been consistent with improvements aimed at enhancing the foldable experience. Most notably, the ability to force the inner display to go full screen with any app has been a game changer for the Pixel Fold. This was a huge pain point across all reviews on YouTube and the internet for the inner screen app experience. I do wish that the outer and inner display layout could be customized independently versus the mirrored layout that we have now. So fingers crossed that we're going to get that on the Pixel 9 Pro Fold. All right, let's sum it up. The original Pixel Fold remains a strong contender in the foldable market, offering, unique features and a solid performance even a year after its release. The Pixel 9 Pro Fold promises even more improvements, so if you're looking for the latest and greatest, it might be worth waiting, like I said, just a week. Just wait a week to see what it offers, and then also you can of course get the Pixel Fold if you want that phone, you like that design better for whatever reason. You should be able to get it cheaper after the new one comes out. That's it for today's deep dive into the Pixel Fold 1 year later, and also of course the Pixel 9 Pro Fold rumors. If you've enjoyed this video, of course leave a thumbs up, make sure you subscribe for future tech reviews and updates. If you got any questions or thoughts about these foldable phones, be sure to drop a comment down below. Also, like I said, I'm going to be at the Pixel event, so let me know what you guys want to see. If you want to see some BTS, if you want to see my experience of the event traveling up there, let me know down below. But of course, as usual, it's been a pleasure. Until next time, stay fresh. Peace.